No! No!
Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys how I got 500 million damage. That's right, 500 million damage. It's pretty insane. It's like the ultimate damage farm task uh, infinite run. It's alright. If you're going to try this out yourself though, I do want to recommend that it is not easy to pull off the 500 million. Obviously you don't need 500 million to do damage tests, but but if you're trying to get for the 500 million just to flex on other people, it is pretty difficult to pull off. This was our second run doing it. The very first one we got 477 million, but we changed things up a little, just a little, and we got the 500 million in this run. We did. Now apparently my brother saw 500 million. I saw 499 million. It didn't actually get that 500 million from what I like on my screen, but I could have gotten that 500 million, and I'm pretty mad that I didn't get that 500 million, even though I could have. But I'm sure if you do this, you can get 500 million, because I kind of like slacked off at the end. Before the video starts though, I want to give a huge thanks to our very first sponsor on this channel, gemsloot.com. So I'm sure you don't want to look like this anymore, right? Well, there's a quick fix, gemsloot.com. Gemsloot.com is a website designed to give you free Robux. That's right, free Robux. It's pretty simple too. All you have to do is type in gemsloot.com into your browser, log in by putting in your Roblox username. Don't worry, they won't ever ask you for a password. You shouldn't ever give anyone your password. Once you're logged in, go to the Earn tab on top of the page and simply complete a quick short survey for coins. Once you've received the coins, you can head over to the store tab on top of the page, select the amount of coins you have, and it seems to be every 100 coins gives you a free 10 Robux. Then go ahead and select Create New Pass at the bottom of the page. It will automatically direct you to the Roblox website, to the Game Passes page for your game. Create a new Game Pass. The image and name and description does not matter. Once that's done, go to the three dots next to the Game Pass and click Configure. Head to the sales option on the left and enable item for sale. Go back to gemsloot.com and copy the listing price and just paste it over to the price of your Game Pass. Hit save, then go back to gemsloot.com and click change. You will then be given the option to buy the Game Pass. You click that and the website will instantly buy the Game Pass for your game. For proof that it was bought, you can head over to the View Transactions in Roblox under the Buy Game Pass button, and just like that, you will see your free Robux pending. So yeah, big thanks to Gemsloot for sponsoring this video. Alright, so in this run right now, all we're doing is basically maxing out bombas. Just simple as that. Nothing special going on right now. However, once we get to our very first light, which should be at wave 15 if I remember correctly, we're gonna use that one light right away. Alright, we're gonna be using that one light that you put on wave 15 or 14. I actually don't remember, but you're gonna be using that one right away. And every single light after that is going to be used every single time a cloner comes in. It's pretty much the gist of all your lights for up till wave 40, I believe it was. And at wave 40, it starts changing a little bit. Not really. It actually starts changing around wave 50 or 45, 46, somewhere around like that, the end of 40s. When they start getting higher health and, light can't one-shot them, that's when it starts changing. But until then, I don't think any commentary is necessary. We're just basically just using lights every single time a cloner comes in, except for after wave 45 or 40. Yeah, 45. But I'll get to that later on. All right, now wave 40, we start placing down our Gojitas. We actually I'm actually the only one who's placing down units because we're doing, and as you can see on the top right, of course, there's an alt account. That's how we're placing Gojitas. He's gonna leave after we place our Gojitas. I don't want to see another comment like that. Just how do you have Gogeta when it's a duo? It's because there's an alt account in here. I forgot to tell you which units we're using. Like obviously you can see my units on the bottom. That's basically the only ones that actually matter for the damage to farm. Well, actually that's not true. Alright, but the units we're using, Bulma, Erwin and Gojo, Nezuko and Toga, Gogeta, Mihawk and Light is on my side, and then for him it's Light, Mihawk, and Blackbeard instead of Gogeta. I don't feel like editing his team on the screen for you to see it, but that's basically both our teams. On wave 40, we start placing down our units, but we're not upgrading them. All right, we're making sure not to upgrade them because we can still abuse Lights this early on to get even more damage. So there's no point of upgrading them. However, and what I mean by abusing Lights is obviously we won't one-shot them, but we can gather up a lot of them before our units can start doing damage, and because we will eventually run out of Lights if we don't. So we have to use our units to get through certain waves, or the late waves. So that's basically just what we're doing right now, just placing down all our units but not upgrading them till around wave, let me check real quick. So it seems that we're not upgrading our units until wave 46. At wave 46, we start upgrading just Mihawk, but we don't buff it. We don't buff Mihawk, and the reason is because we kind of want to get all our Lights back. We want to stall these waves, wave 50 specifically. We want to stall wave 50 just to get our Lights back, but we don't use our Irwins to buff Mihawk, and we just try to get as many Lights in up till 50. And at wave 50, that's the wave we stall 8 minutes to get our Lights back to cool down. Now wave 50, all we're doing is nothing, really. There's nothing that's going on. It's just Mihawk non-buffed hitting enemies with a lot of health, but the good part is that they don't need to be buffed to die. And this stalls just 8 minutes stalling just to get wave, or no, not the wave, just to get that light cooldown to reset so that we can use it past wave 50. Alright, now after wave 50, that's when we start upgrading all our other units because they're not going to kill anyone after wave 50. So it's fine. If we upgrade them and they'll help once we use our lights again just to finish off the enemy since lights can't one-shot. Or like, yeah, they can do a lot, but they're not going to completely one-shot them. But we start skipping from wave 51 all the way to up to wave 55, I think, or 54. I think it was 54. We do the same thing on 53 that we did on wave 50. We just stall until our lights come back, and we don't buff Mihawk. We just let the cloner go through and die by Mihawks without the buff. By the time the cloners die, your lights should be back for 54 and on. And at wave 55, we do not skip, and instead we use all our lights. But we do stall wave 55 so that we can get our lights back again on wave 56 and on. See, wave 56, we're going to start skipping again, and we're going to gather a lot of enemies, and that's when we use our 8 lights again, just to get that 500 million. There's a lot of stalling just to get that 500 million, but without stalling that last time, I think we've only gotten like over 450 million. We didn't actually get 500 million without stalling wave 55, but with stalling wave 55, that 500 million made it possible. And again, once wave 55 enemies are gone and the cloners are dead, or no, the cloners split, but they're not they're the only ones alive, we don't buff our Mihawks, we just let them do whatever they do, you know, attack the very first one until the lights come back. And that's how you stall basically for late waves. The cloners are super slow, you don't really have to buff them. Now on wave 56 and on, it's pretty much the exact same thing you do for a wave 61 run. You wait till everybody's, or no, not exactly, but basically just to get more enemies in, you just wait till the air enemies get to the end, and then you just use all your lights, and that should get as much damage as you can from wave 56 and on. And that's basically what we're doing right here. Now, I don't remember. Now, the thing is, I got 499 million this run. However, I could have gotten that 500 million if I buffed Mihawks. I didn't buff Mihawks. I was just looking at my damage. I knew they weren't buffed, but I did not buff them for some reason. And as you can see, the Mihawks buff, they're gone. And I didn't buff it. And honestly, that even though it was gone for just a little bit, if I buffed it, I would have gotten exactly 500 million, maybe 501 million. It doesn't matter, 500 million, and it hurts. It hurts in the inside, but I'm going to count that as a 500 million run, alright? I think I could have done better. I didn't bring Mega Man. I think Mega Man probably would have gotten just a little bit more damage, but I'm not 100% sure because I didn't try with Mega Man. I didn't have Mega Man at the time recording. Now I do. I don't know if I will try though. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do this 500 million damage run. So much stalling. I'm actually more intrigued with getting wave 63 since I know it's very possible. Or past 61. I don't know if 63 is possible, but I know 62 is. I would assume 63 is possible, but I know it's possible, and I'm trying my best to get it. You know, my brother and I and F minus Mike, we try our best. We've been trying our best to get that wave 63, but until then, guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.